What's up, guys? Will, Urban Outdoors, DMV. You guys know me. I actually started shooting a video earlier today, but it turned into a complete shit show. So, because I'm going out fishing this weekend on Eastern Shore again, and the weather is so nasty on Saturday, I figured I'd come to a place that I know very well, and I would teach one of my friends via video how to use an inline spinnerbait. Inline spinnerbaits are really simple, they're really effective, especially in creeks and rivers, and they catch multi-species. I mean, everything eats inline spinnerbaits, any kind of predatory fish. So over here at Savage Mill Trail, over at Savage Mill, there's a mill in the background you can't see because of the trees, and we're gonna fish for whatever bites. Damn, Howard County, that's a laundry list of shit that you can't do. You can't have loud music. That's pretty, yeah, I got that. Can't drive, no bathing. Okay, it's a little bit weird. No nudity. Who coming over here and getting naked? Why wasn't I notified? My folks in Maryland, if you've ever, or if you've not come out here to Savage Mill out here in Howard County, I mean, you're missing out. It's beautiful out here. Normally there's fish, just probably not today. You guys like this face mask, this Corona face mask shield thing? You know, I don't really know how well these things work, but one of my buddies, Mike Johns from FX3, Mike's a veteran. He runs a charity called FX3. It's their logo right there. He's making these. They're washable, they're reusable, and they look pretty cool. And I gotta be honest with you, on a day in Maryland where it's all of a sudden like the dead winter again type temperatures in May with really gusty winds, this thing is actually really keeping my face warm, and it's pretty freaking cool, and I really love it. So I'm gonna put the link to the website in the description. If it's not available online yet, it will be in the next couple of days. Guys, go buy the merch. It really helps the charity out, and it's a great charity. Charity helps out veterans. You can look online. I'll leave the description. If you have a question about the charity, honestly, and you call that dude or send him an email, he'll answer. I'll tell you all about it. With an inline spinnerbait, especially one like this one's real small, you're going to have a body, which is going to be different colors. This one I think in particular is called Bumblebee because of the pattern. You're going to have a body, you're going to have a spinner blade, the blade right here. You're going to have a hook, these are really small hooks. And you're going to have a tail made out of hairs. So what this bait is supposed to, do is A, because of the spinning action, give off the vibration so fish can feel the vibration like a running and fleeing minnow on their body line, and B, give the appearance of the minnow, and then the flash with the blade spinning around like that fast, fish are going to think it's a minnow. Usually these baits, especially these rooster tails, here's a 1/16 out rooster tail, usually when fish are going to eat, they eat this, but this is a really tiny one. The gold color, especially the gold color blades, they're always better to use in darker waters. Every time you got clearer or lighter waters, and you got white minnows or lighter colored minnows, you're always better off using a silver bait with a white body. So I threw a couple of casts with this just to see how it was going to be. This is actually so light. I'm using a bait caster to cast this, which I always knew was going to be death, but I actually didn't have a good spinning casting rod, or really one in general, to even throw this bait with. So I'm using the bait caster just because, well, just because. It's what I got. So I'm going to switch baits. Now when these spinnerbaits are in the water, this is what it's supposed to look like. That's how it's supposed to swim. It's supposed to look like a bait fish. That blade's supposed to cause a bunch of vibration. So that's exactly what the action will look like. If it's not doing that, it's either tangled around the hook, or you just got a bad spinner. Normally the spot this time of year is usually overrun by fishermen, because this is one of the places where they stock trout, usually browns and rainbows, all up in here. But since the coronavirus, Maryland DNR decided that they were going to stock some trout, or they're going to stock like 80,000 trout, but they weren't going to tell anyone where they were stocking them. So that was about a month ago. I'm not entirely sure where they did it, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't here, so I heard about it. So there's no one really out here. Like I said, it's cold with the weather change and everything, and it's really, really slow. Guys, whenever you're fishing a creek, a stream, river, anything with moving water, you want to always target pools, especially deep pools. That's where I was. There's a bunch of pools over there. What I mean by pools is areas specifically after like rapids where the water slows down and you can actually see where the water starts going like this. It'll make a circular motion. That's a pool. You can kind of see it. So I'm trying to stop and just fish the pools, and so far I can't get anything to eat, but that doesn't mean they're not in here. I switched up to this 1/4 ounce spinnerbait with bigger body and a bigger blade because I knew I could throw it with authority in this big area. But a lot of times you have to keep switching colors and keep switching bodies and vary the speed in which you're reeling it in to figure out if you can get a fish to eat. And like I said, right now because of this weather, fish are just really finicky. Now in the summertime, all kinds of fish. Smallmouth, even though they're small. I think I've even caught muskies in here. Pickerel, lots of fall fish, which in Maryland we have this fish called fall fish. It's really just a white sucker. It's just like a trash fish, but they're fun to catch. I'm actually casting, and a couple times, happened more than once, the bait hit the water and the fish took off. Fish that was sitting close to the top took off. But I'm real tempted to go to some type of really small, finessey, soft plastic, but this video is more about education than it is trying to catch fish. So I switched up to a Mepps spinning blade. This is a classic. This is a bait that's made by Mepps. It works the same principle as every other spinner. The only difference is this Mepps number 3, it's silver, it's a silver spoon, it's a silver blade, but it's gonna make a bigger profile in the water and cause a bigger vibration. And hopefully maybe I get something to eat this. Very hopeful. Doubtful, but hopeful. Folks, sometimes you just get shut down. This is one of those times where, you know, it was low percentage to catch fish. It's cold, trying to fish through a front, and I kind of knew it wasn't going to happen, but hopefully you learned a little something by watching me throw these inline spinner baits. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching the video. As you can see, I got a long climb and then walk back up to my car, my truck, and I'll catch you guys next time. Better luck tomorrow. See ya.